So you can't tell in the video right now, but I'm kind of in a squatting position in my chair because of how this camera is laid out, and of course I'm too short to have to just, if I sat like this, I feel like I'd just be in a weird position. So anyways, I do weird things in my videos you guys don't know about. Maybe that could be a video by itself. But that's not what this video is about. In this video, we're talking about Chinese, and I wanted to go over the ins and outs of Pinyin, or Pinyin in the Chinese kind of pronunciation. And so this is like the phonetic language of Mandarin Chinese. So I think it's really important to know, I think, as a beginner. Now you might be thinking, Harry, this is boring, dude. I want to be going right into it. I want to be learning how to say hello and how are you and goodbye and stuff like that, which I've technically, I guess, already tried to teach you guys in some of my vlogs. But first thing, I think, more importantly, is to have a solid foundation as to the ins and outs of just the phonetic language, especially. Just understanding that there are tones in Chinese and just, you know, really, again, getting that foundation in there. So, here we go. Enough of my beautiful face. We're just going to go straight into the tones, just so you guys know what's going on. We're going to be using ma as a word just to kind of give you guys an idea as to how tones change the meaning of words, of course, as I said in the first lesson. So the first tone is a high flat tone, and we got mother for that is the meaning, but it's pronounced ma. Second tone is a rising tone. It's like asking a question. So ma, which is hemp. Third tone, the dipping tone, ma, which is horse. The dropping tone is the fourth tone, which is ma. In this case, scold is the meaning. And then the neutral tone, which has no tone to it, of course, is ma, just by itself. And usually, I mean, I know that the fourth tone and the neutral tone are pretty similar, but you can tell by context and just by practice, frankly, as to which is which. Usually the neutral toned words go at the end of sentences or at the end of like a compound word. So that's what you typically look for, but you don't even really need to worry about it so much right now. Okay, so I would go to the vowels, but I think that the consonants are best to look at first in this case. So we're going to start out, just go right down the list, just for time's sake. I just wanted to speed this up, so I'm just going to read this off, and hopefully you guys can follow along. So B is B, P is P, M is M, F is F, G is G, K, K, H, H, J, J, Q, Ch, X is Sh, Z is Z. It's like a DS sound, or a DZ sound, whichever. ZH is J, C is Ts, it's a TS sound. CH is Ch, D, D, T, T, N, N, L, L. NG is ung. It makes it seem like it's ing, but it's really like an ung sound. Y is y, of course. So R, when you make the R sound in Mandarin, it's a little different, right? So typically for us, R sounds are like R, right? R. And your tongue is kind of in the middle back of your, of like the roof of your mouth. It's pressed up a little bit. You give a little space on the top of your mouth for air to come out and for you to make the sound. But in this case, when you say the R sound in Mandarin, you have to move your tongue forward a little bit. Same position, but just move it forward so that it lets out more air, in a sense, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like, instead of it's r. Yeah, it's like a r sound, r. So try that out, practice it, see if that works. If not, there are plenty of videos out there to help you with that. But again, for time's sake and wanting to go over all of these, I think we should just move on. So S is just S, a S sound. They bolded the wrong letters here, obviously. Okay, so next thing, we got vowels. And again, I'm just going to read them off and try and follow along here. For A, we got A, which is Fa, An, Ung, un, ung, e, in, ing. And now I'm going to stop here because I know this is pretty important. So after Z, C, and S, which, by the way, of course, Z is like a DS sound, as I was saying. C is a TS sound. S is an S sound. After these three letters, I is like a sound, right? For Z, it's Z, C, C, S, S. Now for I, after ZH, CH,
sh or r, it's zh, chur, shur, zh. Remember that r sound is zh, zh. So it's a sound. It's like an sound, as they said, gur. Okay, so next we have o, which is by itself o, and then ong, ong. The u sound is u, and then for un, it's like you're saying un, but like fast, right? So it's like un, un. That's the sound that comes from that. So when you say this word with the rising tone, y-u-n, it's un, un. So try that out. Whenever a U comes after J, Q, or X, it's like a U sound. It's like U sound. So it's like making the E sound, but with an O-shaped mouth. It's as if you're shaping your mouth so that you would make the O sound, but you're actually making an E sound through it. So it's like a U, U. So try that out. And so we got Ju, Chu, Su. So X is, of course, the S sound, as we went over. Now for vowel and consonant combinations. So whenever two vowels are together, that's normally referred to as a diphthong. So that is what we're going to be working with here. First thing, we got I. AI is I. AO is ow. EI is A. IA is ya. IAN. And of course, you guys can use these for reference as we move through, but I'm just going to say it as I said. IAN is yen, yen. IANG is yang, yang. IAO is yao. IE is ya. IONG is yong. IU is yo. OU is o. UA is wa. UAI is y. UAN is wan. Again, going back to the U after J, Q, and X, it makes that EO sound, the U sound. So with Y, it also applies if there's a diphthong in there. So if you have two vowels in there, then it will come into play. So we got yuan, yuan. It's not UN, it's yuan, if you could tell the difference. Okay, so we have xuan. Xuan is the pronunciation of this with the dipping tone. This means to choose. UANG is wang, wang. UE is we, we. UI is wei. UO is wo. And so I believe that covers it, guys. I really hope this helped. Hopefully this wasn't a total snooze for you guys.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Stay put. Alright, so knowing that that was the best video you've ever seen in regards to Chinese, or actually in regards to anything, let's be honest, why don't you subscribe? I'm desperate, guys. What?